Alright, so in this video, I'm going to talk about the 4 things I loved about South Korea. The first thing is the food. Spicy, varied, healthy. You've probably heard of kimchi, which is fermented spicy cabbage. Sometimes it includes other things like, bits of onion or carrot and ginger. And it has a spicy vinegary taste. And it's served as a side dish to the main meal. And it's really nice. And also as well, you can have it in a main dish, sort of fried kimchi. That's really good. The other Korean food is the Korean barbecue. Now, this just isn't any old barbecue, because you go to a barbecue restaurant and the server brings you the hot coals, and there's a place in the middle of the table, and you actually cook the meat yourself. You have the raw meat brought to you, and you barbecue it yourself, and it's all part of the fun. And there's a central chimney which takes the smoke away. Yeah, and so you can have beef, pork, chicken, squid. Also, there's lettuce leaves that are brought to you, and then the chili paste and the kimchi and all that sort of stuff. Really, really good. One of my favorite foods. The other great thing about South Korean food is the seafood. South Korea is a coastal country, and so there's an abundance of fresh seafood, both in markets, supermarkets, and restaurants. Oh, I ate many wonderful things there. On the street, there's kind of stalls that sell barbecued squid legs, stuff like that. Fried squid places as well. That's really good. Squid in batter. And yeah, there's like sushi places I went to, and yeah, all kinds of fish places. I ate barbecued eel. That was really nice. And one thing I remember is they're called sea squirts. So it's kind of like a type of mollusk that sits on the seabed. And they're kind of spherical, and they have a sort of leathery, tough exterior. But when you bite into them, they explode. And it kind of tastes soapy, like shower gel, actually, which sounds weird, but it was absolutely delicious. Well, I thought it was. So that's the food. South Korea is worth going to alone for the food. Um, yeah, absolutely. Forgetting all the other great stuff to do there, it's worth it just for the food, honestly. Well, I thought it was. The next thing I loved about South Korea was the Jjimjilbang. So this is a sauna and steam room. Well, a series of saunas and steam rooms. Every town's got one. They're usually 24 hours. And sort of in the water rooms, you've got a sort of cold pool, a warm pool, and then a hot pool. And you can spend a bit of time in each one and feel the contrast of the temperature in each one. So I did that. It's really relaxing. Then you've got saunas themselves, like, yeah, which are really hot, so you sweat out. It's really good to go for a hot sauna, and then you jump in the cold pool. That's nice. And another thing is you can actually sleep there, because they're 24 hours, and there's sort of like a chill out room, and you've got like a mat. You're given a mat and a pillow, and you can just sleep on the floor in just your bathing costume because it's warm in there. Yeah, that's really good to do. Yeah, so the next thing I loved about South Korea was the shopping and nightlife. I'm not so much of a shopper myself, actually, but I was a nightlife person. I certainly like to drink. And you can drink around the clock. There's all manner of pubs and clubs open very late. Karaoke bars as well. That's really popular in South Korea. That's not so much my thing. I can't really sing, but it's very popular for Koreans to do. Yeah, around the clock, all types of booze is available. Yeah, restaurants are often 24 hours as well. So, you get people coming out of the pub or a nightclub and they all go for a meal. Yeah, it's wonderful, great. And it's just this feeling of energy and life constantly going on. I loved it, like the buzzing atmosphere. Yeah. Um, the last thing I loved about South Korea, nature and outdoors. So it's South Korea is very mountainous, and so that gives opportunities for hiking, which is very popular, especially in the autumn. When the leaves are changing color, you get all the different colors of leaves, reds, browns, yellows, greens, and it makes a very colorful landscape. And also, you've got other mountainous activities as well, like rafting, caving, abseiling, that sort of stuff. Well, there's a couple of good ski resorts actually. I went to one in Gyeonggi-do province, just north of Seoul. That was called Bears Town, and I had a good time snowboarding there for a few days. It's not that high. The mountains aren't that high. It's nothing like, Canada or the French Alps. But it was still worth going to, and it was reasonably priced as well, like a lot cheaper than the French Alps. I can't remember how much I paid, but I remember thinking like that it was very inexpensive. So yeah, that's worth doing. And of course, as well, the coasts. You've got loads of coastal activities, some really beautiful beaches. You've got beaches like sandy beaches, like in Busan. That's nice. And then you've got sort of rocky coastline as well. That's good for fishing. And Jeju Island as well. I never actually went, but they told me it was very nice. And yeah, you can go snorkeling there and that sort of stuff. Yeah, so that's it for this video. There's 4 things I loved. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.